Hey YouTube, it's Marita from the Nurse Lounge, and I wanted to just come and say happy Mother's Day to all the lovely mothers out there today. I hope you are celebrating and enjoying your day. I wanted to come on here basically and talk about self-care as a nurse. I'm a registered nurse, if you don't know, almost 15 years now, and I just kind of want to talk about how we as nurses give, but we don't always are recipients of care. So whether it be from somebody else or from anyone, we need to do what's called self-care, which means we put ourselves first and do things that we like to indulge in that basically, makes us happy and allows us to rejuvenate and become better who we are, so we are prepared to go out there into the world and take care of our patients. So I wanted to talk about a few of the things that I do for self-care. So you will see this video in which it will have snippets of different things that I do, everything from vacationing to concerts I like to go to going to the gym to work out, to shopping obviously, or things that I like to buy. So I want to just kind of talk about why we need to do self-care and again, some of the things that I like to do. So if you want to see what I'm talking about, stay tuned. About self-care and some of the things that I happen to do for self-care. So one of the things I love to do is have candles. So this is from Bath and Body Works right here. It is the scent Black Cherry Merlot, and I happen to love this fragrance. It's a new candle, I haven't burned it yet, but I typically spend, to be honest with you, about easily in the hundreds per year on scented candles. Now, I love scented candles because, for one, it provides aromatherapy. It has the ambiance of the lighting that it has when it's burnt, and I just happen to love that, and it really calms me, and it just kind of makes me feel tranquil and a place of serenity and peace. And so typically on a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I come home from work, or on the weekends, just in itself, I will come home and burn a candle. So I always love my candles, and I burn them religiously, at least during those 3 days where it's my time of letting go from the week and everything that we've kind of been through, and just kind of, releasing all of that so that I can have a sense of peace and calmness. And I have actually used these too. I have a peppermint one that when I am stressed with school and I'm doing schoolwork, I will burn that one while I'm doing schoolwork to just kind of, that peppermint in the air, just that aromatherapy kind of just pulls things in for me. And I feel so much better, and I'm able to just really think and have a moment of clarity when I'm doing my schoolwork. So I actually have a candle burning right now, so I want to show you that candle. And today is Mother's Day. It is Sunday, May 12th, 2019, Mother's Day. So, I happen to enjoy, my candle. So I'm going to show you my candle real quick that's burned. And as I stated, you can see right here on my vanity that I have Midnight Blue Citrus burning. And I just happen to love my candles. You see, this is my little makeup space right here. I haven't finished my organizing my makeup organizer, but that is something else I enjoy doing, is playing with and indulging in makeup. And you can see I'm made up today. It is Mother's Day, and I just wanted to kind of get, put myself together. That's another form of self-care. So, sometimes for no reason, get dressed up. Go out to eat by yourself. I do that all the time. I love to eat by myself, especially when it comes to the children and them, when mama, I like to do things by myself, believe it or not. So definitely indulge in doing some things like that by yourself. All right, so some other things I love to do is retail therapy. So with retail therapy, that's my therapist. That's who I see probably every couple of weeks or so, just to kind of help, calm my nerves and do some fun things for myself. Yesterday, I went to Sephora and I picked up a few things at Sephora. So I'm gonna show you what I got. And I always tell people, if you can afford it, every single pay period, if you can afford it. Now, don't do this if your light bills due and things about to get cut off and things like that. But if you can afford it, buy yourself something every pay period. And it doesn't have to be something extravagant. I don't mean that. Sometimes for me, it's the brand of cereal that I want to buy that costs $5 a box because it's just expensive. So I want a certain kind of cereal, or maybe I want Captain Crunch that week and that's what I'm going to buy. So buy yourself something every single pay period if you can, okay? This pay period for me, it was Sephora. So what I picked up from Sephora this week was I wanted to try this Milk mascara. It's called, or it's by Milk actually. It's called Kush Mascara. I got the little sample size or deluxe size. It was $12 at Sephora. So we'll see. I do have it on today. I couldn't tell you anything special about it, but we will see. I picked it up. I also picked up some lipstick. I'm a lipstick junkie. Lipstick, lip gloss, lip balm, lip something junkie. That is who I am. So I bought this one right here by Bite Beauty. It's in the color Braised. It's a pretty, kind of like a brick red. I also picked up this new Better Than Sex eyeliner that's out. I haven't used it yet, but I picked this up yesterday as well. It was $21 at Sephora. And I picked up two lipsticks by Fenty Beauty. And I have one of them on today, so I want to show you. So what I have on right now is the new one, the limited edition. This one is called Perpsicle. It's the purple one, and this is what I have on right now. And this is what it looks like right here in terms of the packaging. And it's purple, like I said. This is what I have on. And I think it's gorgeous. I really, really like it. So I always love, you know, lipsticks and things like that. So anytime a new lipstick is coming out, I'm always trying to see if it's something that I'm really interested in. The other color I got was Hot Blooded right here. And it is a red. And I just feel like you cannot go wrong with any red. I feel like red is beautiful on any skin tone, whether you're porcelain skin tone or if you are deep, deep, deep skin tone. I feel like red is very, very, very pretty. So I purchased this one as well to be wearing that this summer. I'm looking forward to it. So, you know, I love to shop for makeup. I love shoes, fashion. I picked up some things from Ashley Stewart. So I am plus size. I wear about a 14, 16, 14 at the top, 16 at the bottom. If it's one whole outfit, it's a size 16. So I am plus size, and I'm gonna show you two things, or three things that I picked up actually. So I picked up this outfit that I have on right here from Ashley Stewart. It's actually a romper, and you can see that, you know, it has the, you know, the openings. It has the actual button details right here. It's elastic here. And what I like about this is collared. As you can see right through here, it is striped. And you know, they say certain things about stripes and plus size, but you know, I don't really care. I'm gonna wear what I'm gonna wear. Let me show you the bottom. It's gorgeous. So the bottom, I'm gonna step back, is in the front. This is a romper, by the way. So on the front, it's basically like a skirt. Okay, in the front. And so this is what I have on today, and I happen to love it. It's gorgeous. It's actually too cool outside to wear it today. Our temperature here is like in the 60s, so it's not warm enough to wear it today. But you know, since I was like in the house, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this video, so I'm gonna get cute for the video. Enjoy shopping. That's something I love to do in my free time. I also love to travel. So recently, last year, I went on a girls trip to Vegas, and I had a great, great time in Vegas. We stayed up all hours of the morning, and we just had a blast. Everything from the flight over to Vegas to just the nightlife to, we stayed at the Bellagio Hotel. So I'm gonna show some footage right now, some pictures basically, of when I was at the Bellagio, different pictures from there, as well as when I went to, you know, we think about Vegas, you think about the casino. And I'm not big on, you know, wasting any of my money. So I was like, let me go ahead and do these slots one time, and then I'm going to be done with it. So I have a picture that you'll see here soon where I played the slots, won 15 cents, or I don't remember how much it was, but you'll see it. And it wasn't even worth the time to go cash it in. But, you know, it was fun and I had a great time.
This is me and my friend. We have arrived in Vegas. The famous Vegas sign. Our lovely view from our room at the Bellagio. The fountains in front of the Bellagio. We had to go see Boyz II Men while we were there at the Mirage. I told y'all I hit it big at the casino. I had 15 cents, just like I told you. Didn't even cash it in.
So traveling is another way I do self-care because of the way that it allows me to plan things ahead. And then when you go to work, you have something to look forward to. So either you're working to pay your bills, you're working to travel, you're working for different reasons, but you have something to look forward to. And I think that's the most important thing, that I said, okay, I have this many more days until my trip to wherever I'm going to go. So it really kind of helps, you know, mentally with the process of dealing with what you have to deal with at work. So self-care has to deal with what are you doing for yourself to help you get through life and to rejuvenate and to repair yourself. So, you know, I go to the gym, I do different things, but traveling is one of the things that I love to do. And I think 2 weeks later, me and the kids went to the beach. So I go to the beach usually every single year with the kids. And so I went to Vegas, and I want to say the very next week, me and my children went to Gulf Shores, Alabama. So we had a blast, and I'm going to show you pictures from that as well.
Here are the boys looking over out from our room, looking at the ocean. They love the beach. This is me and my oldest son, Jaden. We had a great time at the beach. This is me and my oldest daughter, Asia, and we have a great time at the beach. And it's me, yours truly. I am sun-kissed, as you can see. And it's nothing like going to the hot tub after a long day on the beach. This is me again, day 2 on the beach. New swimsuit every day. She cute though. Day 3 on the beach. Had a great time. Jaden in London having a blast in the ocean.
But again, it's a form of self-care. All these things I'm showing you is not to flaunt, it's not to stunt, it's not to do any of those things. It's to show you that you need to have a way in which you decide that I'm going to focus on me, and that, or me or my family or whatever you're going to focus on, because you spend your whole nursing career focusing on everyone else and making sure their needs are attended to, but you're not doing anything for yourself. So that's what this is really about. Then after I do that, or another aspect of what I do when I do self-care happens to be going to concerts. I love going to concerts. I love music, and I love hip hop. I love pop. I love some rap, some um R&B. I love all those things. So I just went to, in March, the Millennium Tour with Pretty Ricky and B2K, and you know, those different groups, Lloyd and Mario, and just people like that. So I'm gonna show you some footage of the video of the concert that I went to here. You know, right.
These things are true. It's hard working. Sometimes I just wanna go home and tell my daughter I'm gonna pray and keep my eyes. Don't let me talk. No can't take you to your hands to make me. Y'all better know it tonight. Take away the stress and trouble in my life. Come on. Ride on me. Relax your mind, take your time on me. Let me get you so tired of me. Now I'm listening to the light. Come on.
All right, so you see I had a blast. I love seeing different artists when they come to town. My next one that I'm going to, actually, I'm going to a concert next week actually, to see what are those names? It's the RRBM or what, I don't know what it's called, but basically it's Belle Biv DeVoe and Bobby Brown, their tour. They're not coming to Nashville, so I'm going to go to Louisville to see their concert, and I'm actually taking my daughter with me, so I'm excited because my daughter is about to be 21 next month, and she don't know nothing about no Belle Biv DeVoe and all that. But she decided she wants to go with me, and so she's excited about it. She's like, "What do I need to wear?" So this is gonna be her first concert. You know, I've been to many concerts, but this is gonna be her first concert ever. So I'm taking my daughter, so I'll have to come back and tell you how that went. But again, I'm looking forward to that. So that's what's going to get me through these next few weeks or these next few days that I have to work at the hospital, because of the fact that I have something to look forward to. So we've talked about my candles. We talked about my shopping. We talked about my makeup from Sephora and other places. I shop Ulta and all just different kinds of things. And I shop drugstore like Walmart just as well as I shop at Sephora. So that was just happened what I showed you. I always get myself something every pay period if I can afford it. If I can't afford it, then I just won't. You know, I can't risk having the lights being cut off just to get a new lipstick. So I kind of pick and choose what I'm going to spend money on. But I happen to love those types of things. My candles you saw, my concert you just saw. The last thing that I do for self-care, or not the last thing, this is not a all-inclusive list of things you can do for self-care. These are some of the things that I do for self-care. So we talk about me going on vacations and trips and things like that. But one other thing I do is going to the gym. So you would not believe how much I hate going to the gym, but I love it at the same time. We have a love-hate relationship. I love the results of what I get in terms of my body feels, in terms of how I look, how I look in my clothes, how it makes me feel mentally. You have such mental clarity after you do a good workout. It is very imperative that you definitely exercise your body as well as your mind. So you need to make sure that you're doing some type of workout regimen that's good for you. I am plus size, so there's no excuse as to why you can't exercise. I may not be losing pounds or whatever, things like that, but I do exercise about 2 to 3 days a week. Now, I have to be honest with you. When I'm in school, like we just finished our semester like this week or last week. So when I'm in classes and classes supersede what I can do in terms of going to the gym, I don't get to go to the gym. However, I do my crunches here at the house. I have weights here at the house that I do. I have a yoga mat that I can do my yoga or whatever I want to do here at home, follow it on TV if I want to watch it on like YouTube or Netflix or something like that. But it's imperative that you have some type of exercise routine that you do to help release some of that stress that you have, help rebuild yourself, and just help with your confidence and just how you feel, your agility, your strength, and you know, everything else that you have going on. It is a great release. And so I have some footage as usual of me going to the gym. So we'll insert that right here. So I'm about to head out there and start my workout. Got my waist trainer on, and we'll see what happens. And so now I am finishing up my workout on the elliptical. All right, so that's my workout summary. 30 minutes on the elliptical, 316 calories burned. It's now time for me to move on to, I think, legs. I changed this to 70 pounds. And we're gonna get started. Next, we're going to do ab cruncher. Sorry, my fingers in the way. Ab cruncher, and I'm going to do. Let me set my stuff down. Going to do 65 pounds, and my goal. My goal is to do 50 abdominal crunches. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, so I did just finish doing 50 abdominal crunches with 65 pounds weights. And here I am doing Russian twist. I do about 100 of these. Did 100 Russian twists. Now we're gonna go do flutters for 1 minute. Okay, I did just do my flutter kicks for 1 minute. Then after that, I did weights, 10 pounds on each side, lifted them up for 10 reps or 2 reps of 10, and then down. All right, so I'm pretty much finished with my workout. I've been here for about an hour and a half, and at this point, I am just basically cooling down, about to go take my waist trainer off and just see the results. I'll see you in the locker room. So, you've seen me go to the gym, concerts, vacation pics. I shop, makeup, fashion. I like to fix myself up from time to time just to sit here and sometimes do nothing. Another thing I do for self care, 2 more things that I'm going to talk about and then we'll end this, is these videos. You don't realize how therapeutic these videos are for me, especially the nursing one specifically. There's just so much pent up things that's going on with nursing. I'm kind of like, what is it that I can talk about today that I've been wanting to get off my chest for the past 15 years that I feel like they'll be beneficial to nursing students who want to, or not just nursing students, but nurses who want to receive the information. I run into so many different students who just want to get a passing grade and they don't care what comes with nursing. I'm not about those type of people. I'm about people who come to nursing for the right reasons. You come to nursing because you really want to be a nurse and you want to learn what it is about being a nurse. So I find that these videos are very therapeutic for me to do them for you so that I can help you along on your journey to be a great nurse. And so while I'm pouring into that, it's giving, and then I hear your comments, or not hear, but I read your comments, and I read even on Instagram, you're like, you're so inspirational, you're this, you're that, and the other. That is feeding me what I need to be fed. So that's the therapy that I need as well. And I appreciate you all for doing that. So these videos are, again, very therapeutic for me. They're stress relievers for me, believe it or not. I won't always come up here all, dolled up or things like that. I don't have time to do that every time. You see what I look like at work. You see what I look like when I work out. You need to see what it really is to be me. I'm a mom. I got things going on. So this is therapy for me. So I really appreciate doing these videos, and I appreciate your feedback on them as well. Then the other thing that I wanted to mention for self-care is sleep. Sleep is so important. I love to sleep. That may be I don't know, just my age or whatever. I take naps if I can. But I love to sleep. I sleep. Now, when I say I love to sleep, that means that if I have an opportunity to go to bed, I'm going to go to bed and get some rest, or even take a nap. On Sunday, sometimes I'll take a nap midday. I'll go ahead and fix the kids their lunch or for lunch or whatever. And then I'll say, okay, boys, I'm about to go ahead and take me a nap. Y'all can play your game or whatever. I take my nap. I set my alarm, and I'll get up about an hour later, feeling refreshed and really ready to deal with the kids for the remainder of the day and get them ready for school the next day or whatever we got going on that day. So sleep for me is imperative. I happen to love getting my sleep. I don't always get 8 hours, so I'm not going to lie to you like that. When I have to, if you watched my last video on my vlog for work just this past Friday. If you watch that video, I didn't go to bed till about 12 o'clock that morning to supposedly get up at 4:30. But I got up at 5, which made me a little bit late. So luckily I took my shower the night before. But that's kind of my point. You know, it's kind of like I'm really a night owl by nature. And so I love to stay up late. I'll stay up till like, 2 o'clock in the morning, and then I'll sleep till 8, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. I won't sleep the day away. I won't do that because you have to be productive. You have to be productive. But I do believe a good night, day's rest, whatever you're going to do, is very fundamental, essential, necessary for you to have appropriate self-care. And then I know I said that was the end, but the last thing I want to say is tell people no. Be able to tell people no. That is self-care as well. You cannot be everything for everybody and be nothing for yourself. Tell people no. Will they like you? No, they won't. But if you do more for them than you do for yourself, that means you don't like you. Okay, that means they're more important to you than you are to you. You have to be your number one. You have to be your ace boon coon. You have to be number one for you, because nobody cares about you more than, you guessed it, you. So I learned that in the past, say 2 or 3 years, and I've lost, I wouldn't say friends, but associates for sure, who they're like, oh, you can't work for me? No. You can't come in for me? No. Oh, can you switch your schedule with me? No. I have no problem saying no because of the fact that I know it's not reciprocated by them. Not because I want to be mean, because it's not reciprocated by them. Meaning that they want me to work for them, but when I come into a place of need where I need someone, oh, I'm not available, I can't do that. They have excuses for everything. Those are the people that I'm talking about. Learn to say no. And learn to say no without explanation. That is what I'm working on right now. That's the part that I'm working on personally for my self-care. No without explanation is a very hard thing to do. We always want to say no and I can't because I have to go here, I have to go there. Learn to say no. They don't need an explanation. And if it's somebody who is worthy of one, maybe somebody that you would normally do something for, but today you can't or that time you can't, then okay, go ahead and explain. But there's people out there who will suck everything out of you but pour nothing back into you. They withdraw more than they deposit into your mental account. And that is not fair to you. So you always come up on the negative end, always with a negative balance. You need to learn how to have a balance within yourself. Take care of yourself first and then worry about them. Not at all, actually. They worry about themselves, because I guarantee you at the end of the day, they're going to take care of them before they take care of you. And I'm more so talking about the nurses. I'm not talking about, family and friends, even though family and friends can be the exact same way as well. But I'm really still talking about self-care in the nursing realm, because in the nursing realm is where we have our issues or concerns, because of the fact that we want to be a team player. We want to help everyone. And you should, especially when you're at work, be a team player, help everyone. But what I'm saying is, don't take away from you and your family to help someone at work when they will not do the same for you. That's who I'm talking about. And, again, don't be afraid to say no, because I have friends right now who I feel like they spread themselves too thin. They're trying to be everything for everyone, and then they come up very upset or crying or whatever because they're like, oh, I don't have enough. Yeah, you don't have enough time for yourself because you spend time doing for everything else. Take care of yourself so you can take care of other people better, okay? We are here for our patients at the end of the day. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Thumbs this video up if you liked it. I wanted to do a self-care video so bad for you all because I found so many nurses who are burnt out. I find so many nurses who are, what's the word? Well, that's it. They're burnt out. That's just basically what it is. They're burnt out. And they don't have a reprieve. They don't know what to do. If you have kids, it's very hard to have kids and talk about self-care. So, I may actually do another video on self-care with children, because it's very different for someone who has either no children or older children who can do for themselves versus someone who has a baby or babies or small kids like toddlers, 2 and 3-year-olds. My babies are 7 and 10. So they can go fix a Pop-Tart, some toast or whatever they need to fix to give them something to eat. So it's not where every move has to be my move. So I think I will. If you want a video on self-care with children, because there's not always a daycare to go to. There's not always a gym that takes children. So if you want to know how to do self-care with children, leave a comment below that, self-care with children. You can just put that in there. Self-care with children. How do you do that and still be sane, basically, and get your job done, or get your schoolwork done, or get your nursing journey completed. And really, again, this is for my nurses. This benefits anyone in terms of self-care. That topic in itself is for anyone. Self-care. But self-care within nursing is very different, because being a nurse is very different and it's demanding in its own right. So I wanted to definitely do something for my nurses who are along this journey of either being a nurse already or becoming a nurse here soon, or if you just graduated, congratulations. Welcome to the sisterhood and brotherhood of being a nurse. We welcome you, or at least I welcome you. I can't speak for everybody else, but I welcome you. And I'm glad that you are a part of one of the elitist professions that there is. We are 4 million strong, and we're glad to have you within in nursing. So anyway, if you would please subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know the next time that I upload, share, like, and comment. And until the next time, you all take care. Bye-bye.
When you're standing here